Welcome to the Mobile Cyclist, the show that brings you the best of bicycling's people, places, and things. I'm your host, Anthony Barr. Today I'm getting my fill of Cincinnati, Ohio. Hitting Velocity Bike and Bean, Cincinnati Bike Center, local advocate Queen City Bikes, serious art at Element Cycles, and wrapping up with a brew at 50 West. Hey folks, Mobile Cyclist here. I'm in Florence, Kentucky, just a tick outside of Cincinnati. We're here to visit Velocity Bike and Bean. This is a true bike shop and coffee shop. If you want to get caffeinated and get your bike on, this is it. Let's go check it out. I met up with Velocity Bike and Bean owner, Mark Ball. Where did this concept come from? Did you want to open a bike shop and then kind of got an idea you liked coffee?
I have always ridden. I also am very interested in the mechanical part of it, so I love working on it. So yes, I would say I'm a cyclist and a mechanic and a coffee person. So.
Velocity has played a central role in helping grow the local cycling culture.
Velocity is unique in that it does draw in so many people that are not cyclists. And I think that that is where we can play a part.
But not everyone here loves bikes and beans. What? So it's a family business, and Lisa, your wife, is part of this, but she doesn't like coffee, and she doesn't even own a bike.
That's true.
But she bakes and was kind enough to provide us with some tasty almond and peanut butter bars. All in all, Velocity has that perfect blend of bikes and beans. If you're rolling through Cincinnati, you love coffee, definitely. And if you're a cyclist, this is the place to be. This thing's called a runnel. It's pretty unique. Coming down the staircase makes it easy for cyclists to get the bike down. I'm getting ready to pop into the Cincinnati Bike Center to meet with Katrina and some of the folks, talk a little bit about how they offer commuting services to the folks of Cincinnati. Also, one of the things we're going to talk about is it's not so much about commuting as it is a hub that rents bikes to let people see the city in the best way possible. Let's go check it out.
Hi.
Anthony, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Thanks for meeting us today.
Yeah, we do just everyday repairs. We're a full service shop, so we do flat fixes, brake adjustments, we'll do full tune-ups. And then we have our members that we service their bikes. We have just random people that are down that don't know we're here, just filling up, you know, getting air or picking up parts or things like that they need, little tools. We have maps. We can tell them what's a safe place to ride, what's not so safe to ride.
So let's check out the facility a little bit. Can you walk me through a little bit like where the bikes are, like people bringing their bikes in and what they do with them?
Yeah, definitely. Our members have 24-hour access.
24 hours, that's cool.
Yeah, so once we close these doors, after our business hours are over, they'll still have their little card. They can get in this side door, which just connects to the parking garage, which is always open. You can always walk through there.
Paid members can go and come as they please, day or night, and have access to shower and locker facilities. Securing your bike is super easy.
Get it down so you can roll your bike up easily. Lock this up somewhere to the frame. We have it secured, you know, but it's always good to lock it up.
So what's the difference between picking up a bike share bike and renting one from these guys?
B-Cycle red bikes, they're really good for the commuter that wants to plan a trip according to where those stops are, because you got to check in every 30 minutes or else you're charged a little bit more. With us, it's a little bit more for the tourist that wants to come in, talk to a live person, get some advice, get a map, get a helmet, get a bike that's fit to their, you know, riding style and also their height. You don't have to worry about the time. You can take it for the whole day if you want. You can take it overnight if you want. Just a little bit more flexibility for different families and tourists.
Perfect. Whether you are a regular bike commuter or just want to pedal through downtown,
the Cincinnati Bike Center has got you covered. Next up, I had a chat with a man who knows the whole scoop on Cincinnati bike culture, Frank Henson of Queen City Bike.
Frank, how are
Anthony,
you?
how are you today?
I'm good, I'm good. Nice to meet you.
Good to see you again.
What's your overall aim? What are you guys trying to do?
Our mission is simply to encourage people and communities to be active in their daily life and to use a bicycle for transportation and recreation. Greater Cincinnati has developed a great number of trails. The big trail here is the Little Miami State Park Trail. You can get basically all across the state. The Ohio to Erie Trail, which begins right here where we're standing, and it goes all the way to Lake Erie in Cleveland.
More trails are being developed, more importantly, interconnected.
There are a dozen other trails in Greater Cincinnati. All the existing trails have been mapped, and the connections between them are being developed.
When folks come to town, if they only have like a half a day or something, what are the best trails to hit?
Right adjacent to the bike center is a section of the Ohio River Trail, which someday will connect us from Maysville, Kentucky to Madison, Indiana. You can also out east get on the Little Miami State Park Trail, which is a statewide trail. You can just ride 10-15 miles of it and come back.
Ohio has maintained its ranking as the 16th best state for bicycling. What advice does Frank have for other cities looking to improve their friendly status?
To get all the various parts of our community to accept that we all belong in the community. We need to participate in all the parts of our culture with a bike.
Hey, well, I appreciate the time today. It's been wonderful talking
Thank
with
you.
you.
It's good seeing you.
Gonna go ride a bike?
Do that, and please come back and we'll ride some more.
Will do.
Next up, I'm stopping by Element Cycles.
Hey, Brett, how are you?
Hi.
Thanks for letting us pop in today.
You bet.
You guys have some serious artwork on the walls here. What's the story behind that?
I don't like all the clutter in most bike shops, and I want it to feel a little more showroom-ish. Found a bunch of vintage posters, all original, from a local guy here in town. The Don Baton is from '32, and it's rather unusual because it's in landscape format.
I'm thinking one of these would look sweet on my office wall.
Any of these for sale?
They're actually for sale, it's just they're pricey. Most people don't want to buy them, especially framed.
Yeah, no, I can imagine.
Element Cycles carry some fairly high-end brands, as well as some local artisan handiwork from nearby Lumbeck Cycles.
He's a Toyota engineer by trade.
Really?
Does this on the side, only uses Columbus steel.
Columbus, as in Columbus, they're local.
Columbus Italian steel.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Not Columbus, Ohio.
With just Brett and Erica, it's a small team, but they get a little help from their friends.
We have part-time help when we need it from basically our cycling friends. We have a very select group of friends / clients that have keys to the shop.
Keys?
Yeah. And so sometimes we'll get here Saturday morning, 10 o'clock, and there'll be a handful of IOUs on the counter saying I took 2 waffles or whatever.
Talk about customer loyalty.
Yeah, have a key so you can get here if you need something on Sunday or Monday when we're closed.
Out of a desire to pass the deep winter months came a new creation, the No. 2 bicycle. Team member Erica showed us how bamboo becomes a bike.
We have stainless steel head tube, bottom bracket, dropouts, and we miter the bamboo, just like you would miter a steel bike, to fit. And it's a lot of sanding, a lot of work with the carbon to get it wrapped.
Or maybe we can go back to the lab and see where the magic happens?
Yeah, definitely. So we build the front triangle first. It's a JB weld to tack weld it, and then we do a wrap of just fiberglass, just for a little added strength. We would then take it out of the jig and wrap the carbon.
No question about the strength of these bikes.
This is about the same as steel? It's
Yeah.
about that strong?
Yep.
That is seriously thick. All right, I think I'm ready to try one of these suckers out.
It's got pedals on it, go for it.
All right.
My maiden voyage on bamboo. From amazing artwork to bamboo bikes, Element Cycles stands out from the crowd.
Hey folks, I'm at 50 West Brewing Company in Cincinnati, Ohio, next to the Little Miami Bike Trail, ends right here. We're gonna talk to Chris and Max about bikes, beer, and a very special bus. Just go inside and check it out. I am here today with Max Fram from 50 West Brewing.
How's it going?
Appreciate you letting us come on in.
Absolutely.
So we're standing in front of 1968
Yes, sir.
VW bus, and Penny Lane is the name.
Penny Lane's her name,
So
yeah.
what's the story on this?
So our brand's all about a road trip. We're on Route 50 here in Cincinnati. It's called Worcester Pike, but the road goes across the country. It goes coast to coast. So this is our mascot, you know, the ultimate road trip vehicle, the VW bus.
But Penny Lane has a new purpose at 50 West due to a life-changing event.
And this one had some fuel line problems. It caught on fire and burnt to crisp. I mean, it was done. So we turned her into a booth. Now you can sit in the beer garden and enjoy a pint in her.
What's the connection with the cycling crowd here in the greater Cincinnati area?
We've always been supporters of people with bikes. You know, you definitely come hang out on our patio, you know, park your bike right outside.
With proximity to the Little Miami Trail and the new Wasson Way, 50 West is poised for some big plans.
We're gonna open up our own bike shop, 50 West Cyclery. We're
Seriously?
gonna, rent bikes, sell bikes right on the trail. You can actually start here, you know, go out on a ride and then come back to the brewery and end at our cyclery, you know, turn your bike back in and have a beer.
That's perfect.
Cyclist, do I have your attention yet? How about a beer designed for cyclists by a cyclist? Assistant brewer Chris Todd gave me the skinny.
So you guys distribute them here. You actually make it here.
Yeah, in the summer we'll do some Radler beers since we have such a good bike following here. Radler in German means it's a cyclist. It's a really refreshing drink, low in alcohol, generally probably with a wheat beer and then some sort of soda juice. So mix the two together, it's super refreshing, light drink to drink.
With trailheads at their doorstep, a beer-themed bike shop in the works, and Radler beer for all, 50 West welcomes the cycling crowd with open arms.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Cheers. 10 more of these, and I'm taking the Little Miami up to Cleveland. I'm out.